Hello, I'm Alex Godoy. Today, we'll talk about Guantanamo Bay and make an argument on how Andrew Hughes is wrong on how he believes Guantanamo Bay should be shut down. I believe it shouldn't be closed down because Guantanamo Bay protects our country's safety where millions of citizens live in. Although he said that it's a detention center slash prison, which I agree with, he also mentioned that it's known to be very brutal. For people who have intel or suspect who have people who have intel on suspected terrorism or people who are suspected terrorists, you can't be sweet or nice with them or you won't get anywhere in regards to gathering information. You have to be assertive and somewhat aggressive to get answers and information so you can act and protect the country you are trying to defend. Another reason Guantanamo Bay shouldn't be closed down is because its whole objective isn't so you can violate human rights, um, use the taxpayers' money, or falsely detain people. The government does the research uh, when it comes to people who are when it comes to in the process of detaining people. They don't just detain people out of nowhere. Well, that's ridiculous. For Omar Dighay's circumstance, he may have been falsely detained, but he was detained for a reason. He maybe was at the wrong place at the wrong time, or maybe he contained information in regarding terrorism. The government used him as an example to show terrorists to stop, or people who think they're gonna get into terrorism to not get into it. Um, Regardless, our government is there to protect and serve its people, which which is which is us, the citizens of the United States. And if that suggests that we detain people who are a threat to our society to save millions of lives, then so be it. We hire government officials, and there's a reason we put them in the positions they're in. We put them there because we trust their judgment or their decision making. And we shouldn't disregard or go against something they're trying to do or fix. However, what makes our country so great is freedom of speech, which gives you a chance to say your piece and on how you believe what is happening and how you believe it should be fixed. But ultimately, they're trying to protect us and this land we call home. Terrorists should not be allowed the court system of our country because then it's they're not part of this. They're not part of our citizenship and like our home, and they're just trying to harm us. Why would we try to protect and serve them when they're just trying to end our country? He mentioned that if we follow the laws, then other countries will react to it and follow the same thing we're doing just by following the laws. However, in this time and age, unfortunately, that's not the case. If if we stop, then terrorists just keep on pushing. They won't stop. If we show weakness by stopping, that shows vulnerability, and that's when terrorists want to attack the most, when we're most vulnerable. When it comes to money, it's going to cost more for Guantanamo Bay versus California state prisons. There's a huge cost difference. But as a U.S. citizen, I don't want to be scared of walking down the street with my dog or with my kid or whatever the situation. I don't want to fear for my life. Although it's one of the most expensive prisons, it's worth it because it holds a few of the most dangerous people in the world that just want to cause harm to us or worse. When it comes to the taxpayer money, as a taxpayer, I believe that we should be caught. We should be caught or we should be charged because it takes all of us to end terrorism. We are all in the same boat, fearing for our own lives that or lives of our loved ones. Who wouldn't want to do anything to save the life of their loved one or their own? The government is just asking for the taxpayers to contribute to end this act, and I agree with that. Ultimately, Guantanamo Bay is there to protect us from harm, and that shouldn't be shut down because it's expensive or because some tactics are a little too aggressive. Guantanamo Bay is a sensitive area because our country our country wants us to be safe. However, they don't want to violate civil rights, which I understand. However, in order to protect millions of people, or to protect our country, which makes us, or to protect our country, sometimes it takes tactics that may not be so aggressive, which is why Guantanamo Bay isn't held on American soil, because the laws really don't apply over there. Um, and I just wanted to say that we shouldn't shut down the Guantanamo Bay system, because if we do, then the terrorists will just react and respond, and it'll just make it worse. And that's it. Thank you.